to lose you. I'd rather be blue than to be all alone. 'Cause if you leave me, my heart would grieve.
Candi Staton. Oh yeah. First time I saw and heard the singer Candi Staton was maybe 20 years ago, when I found a 45 with a cover of the Elvis Presley hit Suspicious Minds. And it was issued on the Swedish label SOS, or Sounds of Scandinavia. So it was a Swedish pressing, obviously, but I first thought that it might have been a Swedish production. But when I put on the record on the turntable and listened, I heard, well, it was obvious it wasn't a Swedish production. It couldn't sound more American even if it tried. Even if I wasn't too keen on the 80s sound and the accompanying music, I was amazed by the vocals by this singer, Candi Staton. A very good looking singer, according to the picture sleeve, I might add. And yeah, you have to say that. Very good looking. And wonderful voice, of course. Anyway, the years went past without me really seeing any more of her records, but shortly after moving to Stockholm, I found a compilation of her late 1960s and early 1970s material on a CD that I borrowed from a library. I couldn't afford to buy any records at this period in life, so I had to make do in other ways, and that worked too. Anyway, I heard this compilation CD with material from she sang on or when she recorded for the Fame label, which was a Capitol subsidiary label. I was totally flabbergasted, so to speak. And sometimes later I found a reissue of her album Candi Staton on the Fame label too, and I fell in love with her artistry even more. And shortly after that I found her then new album His Hands, that was back in 2006, and the love grew even deeper. Since then I've been able to find most of her albums, not the religious ones, but I included her disco albums, even if I generally don't like that genre. But Young Heart, who can't love that song? It's still Candi Staton on the albums. So this is I think it's her second album, Stand By Your Man. She managed to make a very good recording and a good song out of that really horrible country song, Stand By Your Man. I can't stand it, but she makes it very good. It's actually quite listenable with her treatment of it. Anyway, what is it that I like about her? It isn't about looks. Because she sings with such dedication that you think that she sings that as if her life depends on it, managing to sound both strong and vulnerable at the same time, and that's really skillful. When she made her early recordings on the Fame label, she sang with such power in the studio that her voice kept being slightly distorted, but not in a disturbing way, since it only emphasized her devotion. Today I really wonder if the engineers really meant it to sound a bit distorted, or if it just couldn't be helped because she sang with such power. I don't know. But anyway, I love devotion in music. Doesn't really matter what kind of music it is, as long as we have devotion in it. Well, especially when the musical quality is there too. So, and when reading up a bit on her for this video, I found out that she earlier this year, in April or May, I think, issued a new album, and I hope to be able to get hold of a vinyl version of it, or at least the CD if nothing else, as soon as possible, because she's today an older lady. I think she passed 70, but she's still a very good singer, and she still makes very good records. So definitely still going strong, so to speak.